My website has 99% do follow backlinks. Is time to freak out and wait for the Google Penguin? Um, I mean, it depends why your site has so 99% do follow. Um,
Well, I mean, don't worry about it. Let me ask you this. Is your site responding negatively in the SERPs or is it okay? First start with that. Um, and then, if you've got 99% do follow backlinks, there's probably some other issues going on with your backlink profile, would be my guess. But definitely, it's something that you'd want to start remedying as soon as possible. Get it down. A lot of times this is just going to be doing solid pillowing in order to up your no follow percentages. Um, so, like for us, what Chris, I'm guessing, is about to pull up, diversity links or pillow links would work.
yeah, so these are some of the things that we sell. You don't have to buy these, but I can also just give you some ideas of some different kinds of no follow links you can build. But yeah, we sell so pillow links. It comes with a pack of 30. Yep, 30. And here you go. So stuff like citations, niche directories, forum profiles, social profiles, Web 2.0s. Social signals aren't going to count towards your link count, but those are in there too. And then diversity links just for some more ideas. We have Q&A links, it's stuff like Quora, stuff like that. Audio links, video like YouTube. Slideshow links. Again, we got more Web 2.0s. And yeah, like Nick said, I wouldn't necessarily freak out about it. But, you know, and there's more types of links than just this. Like we were talking about in the previous question, the guy was getting some
Blog
blog
comments are
comments.
usually,
Yeah, blog
yeah,
comments. We talked about forum profiles, but you could also do forum links, links from the content in forums.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and yeah, all this stuff can add to your no follow link count. And yeah, the thing is it's not natural. As you already know, it's not natural for a site to have 99% do follow links. But like Nick was saying, unless you're like your ranking's starting to tank, I wouldn't freak out about it. I would just start basically fixing it. Do some pillowing. Doesn't really matter what kind of pillowing you do. Just start doing it and do it naturally. Don't try to be don't try to over optimize it like getting in like keyword anchors and stuff like that. Just use some real natural stuff, natural anchors, branded anchors, URL anchors, miscellaneous anchors, all that good stuff. And yeah, try to get those numbers a little bit more
Yeah.
natural looking.
I mean, a lot of it's going to depend too on the size of the site you're talking about. Maybe you're talking about a small site with 15 referring domains and 99% of them are do follow. Well, that's a simple remedy. It's just, go out and get a handful of no follow backlinks, right? And then just diversify out from there. But maybe, you've been working on the site for a year and a half, ordering lots of guest posts or something along those lines. Um, you know, you'll just want to up the amount of no follow links that you're adding on your monthly campaign to that particular asset. So, like another thing I think is worth talking about is, everybody's always waiting for the most opportune time to freak out in SEO. The longer you stay in SEO and the longer you go through the motions, the more you're going to realize, so long as you've got solid recipes for what you're doing, there's not really a reason to ever freak out. It's more so try and remain as calm and rational about what's going on, as there's always a variable that you can kind of pinpoint, prod at, and then fix. In the years I've been in SEO, unless I was purposefully spamming something out beyond oblivion, then I would never say that there's been a project that I would just completely cut loose unless it just didn't seem like it was profitable. But from a backlinking perspective or gaining rankings in the SERPs perspective, yeah, you can typically always kind of reduce exposure to whatever kind of negative aspects happening there.
That's a good point. There's really never anything to freak out about as far as SEO goes. It's a slow moving beast. Everything can be fixed.
Unless
Unless,
maybe you just got your first client and you spammed it with, really low end Fiverr, and then manual penalty shows up in Search Console.
yeah, okay.
You were extremely irresponsible. Don't do that. And B, you're gonna have a really hard time.
Yeah, I'll change my comment a little bit. There's nothing to freak out in SEO unless like your site is actually getting hit by either a manual or algorithmic penalty. And you'll know when that's happening because your traffic's going to be way up here in the thousands, whatever your traffic is, and it's just going to start doing this. Then you can start freaking out. And yeah, but then again, it's good to remain calm because like Nick was saying, everything just moves so slow. So even if you are freaking out and you're scrambling to do everything as fast as you can, it doesn't even really matter because it's going to take a while for it to get fixed. So it's just, you got to kind of calm yourself down, look at things rationally, and start doing what you think you got to do. It doesn't matter how fast you go. I mean, of course, if it takes like, weeks to do versus, a few days, or if it takes months to do or something like that. But yeah, just, move forward. Don't freak out. You'll be fine.
Something else we should probably mention. I don't know. I for me personally, I'd have to look this stat up, but I don't know the exact, favorite ratio of no follow to do follow backlinks. And quite honestly, it's not something I particularly pay attention to. Somebody brought it up the other day when they were looking at one of my sites. They were like, "Oh my gosh, your do follow backlinks are like 70%." And I was like, yeah, I use a lot of backlinks, and typically they're going to be do follow. But at the same time, that website ranks extremely well, and I would say that's probably on average about where my sites lies. I feel like it'd be around the 70 percentile. I'm sure it varies
like
niche to niche, and stuff. But
it also kind of depends on just how much of the random crap your site is getting hit by. That sites always accumulate all the coupon stuff, all the keyword whatevers, all the Web 2.0 spam that sites just start getting for whatever reason. Those will really drive up your your no follows.
Purely based on just my experience and just the feeling I have about it versus hardline data. Unless you're up in that 90+% range, I don't think it's going to be that big a factor to where you'd have to worry about getting a penalty or anything like that. Just because you've accrued a lot of do follow backlinks, it doesn't necessarily mean that there's manipulation or foul play in place either. You can see that when something goes viral and you look through the backlinks profile of that, it's heavily do follow typically because there's a lot of blogging going on behind this thing, and most people don't spend the time following a bunch of stuff, so or backlinks rather.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Be sure to check the description below for links to our blog for more info on this topic, along with a bunch of other cool stuff like case studies, our Facebook community, and our link building services. And like always, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell if you enjoyed the video. Thanks and happy ranking.